A journalist has sparked outrage after he said politicians deserve higher pay because it's more difficult to be an MP than it is to be a nurse. Welcome back to the channel of Yes Bree. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and get our newest videos by hitting the notification bell. Unions lashed out at a 3% pay raise for NHS staff, accusing ministers of failing to recognize their efforts during the pandemic. The government, which has been branded shambolic for how it handled the issue, was already under attack for recommending a 1% pay rise despite the incredible pressure NHS staff has been under. New plans being discussed by Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority, IPSA, could see Britain's politicians getting a pay boost that outstrips public sector workers. MPs' pay, which currently stands at £81,932 a year, has been closely linked to public sector pay rates of pay over the past 5 years. But IPSA wants greater leeway to make changes in pay, arguing that the COVID crisis means annual public sector pay rates could be a much less reliable guide to changes in earnings than they are in ordinary times. James Max, who currently presents the Early Breakfast Show on Talk Radio, appeared on the Jeremy Vine Show this morning to discuss whether MPs are underpaid for the work they do. Justifying a pay raise for MPs, Mr. Max said, "MPs, I think, are underpaid for what they are and what they do. The problem is, this, again, becomes political because they say, how can you possibly give our MP a pay raise? What do they do compared to these people who are saving our lives? It's actually, in possibility, far more difficult to be an MP than it is to be a nurse," before adding, "The point is that an MP could be a nurse, but a nurse couldn't necessarily be an MP. It's really impressive to see how triggered the elite are when their privilege is criticized." MPs earn more than the top 1%, get given real terms pay increases, and you can even give PPE contracts to your mates. Nurses have had their physical and emotional health sacrificed by this government. Some of them have died because MPs did nothing to stop them wearing bin bags. The journalist who made these comments is doing this to drive people to pay attention to him. He doesn't deserve it. Our attention is on this government refusing to protect the safety of our colleagues and our patients. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below the video. In your opinion, what are the main points of this story?